Sanbonani Tumelangapsheni, and welcome back to another episode of GDE On Point. My name is Veronica Sikiti. We are here at Rand Park High School for the announcement of the 2024 online admissions for grade 1s and 8s by the MEC of Education, Matome, Chiloane. As you know, online admissions is the province's biggest education campaign that facilitates the application and placement of over 300,000 learners yearly. Let's take a look what the MEC of Education had to say.
The 2024 online admissions for grade 1 and 8 applications period will be open from the 15th of June 2023 at 8 a.m. and it will close on the 14th of July 2023 at midnight, 000 midnight. So we will have 1 month full to allow parents to apply. The system has been improved from the previous year. Annually we do assessment of the system and identify areas that we need to improve, and the areas vary. That's why now we know that 2020 for this system this year will be better. It will operate much better than it did last year, because annually we seek to improve it, and we do a lot of consultation in between. And the consultation is broad. That includes all the school leadership, school governing bodies, and every stakeholder that one way or the other interacts with the system to ensure that it operates effectively. So we have done some improvements to it, including its capacity to take on applications per minute. There has been an improvement with that. What we are doing this year, we are going to have a single application process. What I mean with this application, or what we mean rather, a single application process. Last year, we had two-phased approach. The first one was for learners that were within our system. The grade 7s that were in public schools, we give them first preference to come to apply. Then we opened up for others who were outside the system, the public education system. So this year we're just going to have one process, meaning everyone will apply on the same day. The application process will be open for all the same day, the 15th of June. So it will be a single application process. And that is for both grades, grade 1 and grade 8. The website is www.gdeadmissions.gov.za. I have to repeat, we have done improvements to the system. So its capacity this year will be far much better than last year. I believe that we are able to deal with about 40,000 applications a minute. That is the capacity that the system will have, a minute. And if you look at our system, how we were able to deal with 350,000, we placed 350,000 odd learners. So within 10 minutes, the system could cover more than almost 500,000 applications. So this is how we've improved the system. So it's very effective. So that is our website. Parents will have to create a login credentials that includes username and password. That will ensure that they have access to the system And once they begin, they need to follow through the process step by step. I'll get to the steps later, but they will have to conclude the process entirely. One issue that we've had most problem with as well, it might seem small, but it's a big issue, is for having a reliable cell phone number. A reliable cell phone number. Parents apply with a particular phone number. Whatever happens in between, they lose the number. We are unable to communicate with them on placement offers and other information that they need. Maybe they might not have completed the application, they have not have submitted all the documents required, etc. So we need a reliable cell phone number. So whichever number that parents are going to put there, it needs to be reliable, and they must ensure that it's always live up until. So if they lose their phones, etc., they need to do a SIM swap, but they will need that number, because that's what we're emphasizing here, that we need a reliable and correct number. In every step, there will be an SMS confirming your application. Every step, confirm that you have submitted your documents. There will be an SMS informing that your application is incomplete. There will be an SMS that this is how far, this is the placement offer. So there will be that constant communication. We are seeking to improve on the SMS so that in between there is greater communication, because the silence between the application and the placement offer can cause a bit of anxiety in parents. So we'll be seeking to improve that. We are discouraging the usage of internet cafes. Not discouraging, sorry, not encouraging, discouraging. My apology. We are discouraging the usage of internet cafes. They are not reliable. I know that there are some areas, especially in the city centers, parents will go into these internet cafes, and it really became difficult for them. So we have set up working centers. We have set up at our district offices, our schools. So we have set up a province-wide system support for parents to be able to walk in and do this application. So we are really discouraging the usage of internet cafes. As I've said earlier, there are 5 steps to ensure that the application is complete. The first one, as I've said, creating the credentials. Then step 2, you will have to register your home address details. The step 3, you'll have to register learner details. And we are allowing a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 5 schools. 5 schools. Step 5, of course, is to submit your documents. And this one you can submit in twofold. The first one, it can be online. You are able to submit your documents online, or you can drop it off at the school. And each time these 2 processes unfold, you will be getting an SMS that confirms that your application has been received, especially the documentation rather. So parents will have 7 days upon applying to submit their documentation. So as I've said, there are 2 processes. You can do it online, or you can deliver it at the school. And the school will do it for you, but then you will be getting an SMS to confirm that your application has been received and recognized within the system. So if you were submitted in the school and 7 days passes and you have not received any form of communication, then you can bring it up. You can go back to the school or go to the district, but you have that recourse in place so that you can identify that you did do this process and you have not received any form of communication. Meaning what we are saying is that once an application has been done, there will be a confirmation. If there is no confirmation, it means it has not been completed. And in between, you will be getting SMSs to remind you that your application is not complete. Application is not complete. You need to go back and fix this and this. So we will be doing that. We are encouraging parents to target their home address school feeder zones. A school feeder zone is it's an area that is identified by schools as this area that they are going to service. It's not a ward. Because I know sometimes there's this understanding that a feeder zone is because I live in Ward 18, therefore, so it's an area that schools identify in collaboration with other schools within the same area. They identify areas that they will service as a catchment area, as a feeder zone. So ideally, target schools that are within your feeder zone. So that information parents can source from the school. Hence, we are announcing today, which is the 21st of May, the application will be open on the 15th of June. So in between, parents can then consult, do their own research, so that they can identify what is their feeder zone, or where is their feeder zone. So, this is also important. Parents, please read the terms and conditions and accept them. Read it, take your time, read it, and accept. That's quite important. All schools will remain open and accessible throughout the whole period. So there will not be a situation where you will not see a school on a system because of an assumption that the school will be full. No, the schools, all schools will be available throughout, from the 15th until the 14th, midnight. The schools will be available on the system throughout, so they won't disappear during that period. They won't disappear during that period. Now, documents that will require is placement will be done through a particular criteria which I will talk to, and very important, the availability of space. The documents that will be requiring are the parent and the child's ID or passport, a refugee permit, asylum seeker permit, permanent residence permit, study permit, South African birth certificate, either or. These are identification documents. Or we'll need a proof of home address. If you are the homeowner, I'll get to the or a renter, a tenant you are renting. We also require, there will be a set of documents that will be requiring proof of work address if you are using your work address to apply, and the latest grade 7 schools report, as well as that's for grade 8 applications, and for grade 1 will require the clinic card or immunization report for grade 1 applicants. I've already spoken to this one, that there are two ways to submit those documents. It's either you upload it online, and then or you submit it physically at the schools. it's quite important that you give us correct information. There's no need. I'm discouraging parents giving us mismatched information as if we're taking chances. No. Give us correct information. And it must match what you've written, it must match the application. This is quite important. So when you're uploading online, of course, the size of the document, you need to compress it. As we've put an example here of 10 megabytes, file size maximum. So in conclusion, the application is open from the 15th of June, 15 June 2023 at 8 a.m. and it closes on the 14th of July, midnight. Follow all steps. There are 5 steps. Ensure that you get that SMS. The key thing is that SMS. They said your application has been received and you're fully complied. Then from there, we will take it from there. As I've said, the 4th of September, the first placement offers will be done. So with that said, thank you very much. Just rest assured that as a province, we are doing our utmost best to ensure that all our learners will be placed. So we will be placing learners irrespective. So that's what we are going to do. So I can't say that parents need luck. You don't need luck. We are going to place your child. Just follow the steps that we have outlined. And thank you very much.
Well, there you have it. The 2024 online admissions application period will be opened on the 15th of June at 8. When applications are opened, parents and guardians can visit www.gdeadmissions.gov.za to apply. For more information, you can contact us on the following platforms. You can also view the tutorial above on how to apply. That's it for today's episode of GDE On Point. I'm Veronica Sikiti, and don't forget to play your part and apply online. Till next time, goodbye.